cortisol has a huge impact on all of our hormones, estrogen, progesterone. But I think that feeling of unsafety and that feeling of fear is feeling intense at the moment in the world, of course, after the pandemic. It could also be our food. People are not getting those essential minerals like iodine, selenium, zinc. These are minerals that literally keep our thyroid going and performing, and our food can be lacking in these minerals. I know in Australia, I used to do, in my private practice, I used to do so many tests, blood tests, and I can't even, that's how I came up with Hair and Energy. I can't even tell you how low people's iodine, zinc, and selenium levels were. And these are the 3 minerals that are critical for your thyroid to perform.
It's also, you were talking about, living in places where there's real danger, right? And there's a lot of places, like I think sometimes people, especially in the US, they take for granted how safe maybe not now, there's a lot of places that are not, but in other parts of the world, there's danger and it's abundant. It's always. And we live in this country here where you have this kind of false sense of security. You've had that false sense of security forever. Everything's comfortable, everything's convenient, you feel like nothing bad can happen. And I think with the pandemic, it kind of stripped a lot of that away. And people are like, wait a minute, I'm not as safe as I thought I was. And now I'm stressed about everything. It's like, no, it's always been this way.
Yeah. I think our nervous systems are not responding the same way. There's just so much fear inbuilt in myself, in people that I meet. Like there's this extra sense of fear attached to everything, which I think rattles our nervous system, which affects our cortisol levels, which then affects estrogen, progesterone, and thyroid hormones. Like we know now, there's some science to show the link between cortisol and thyroid hormone. So that just shows how cortisol, which is our stress hormone, which is linked to our nervous system, how it affects so many different aspects. It can affect our blood sugar levels, which can then affect our energy levels, which then can affect our sleep. It's all linked. So I think the next big thing in the health industry is going to be taking care of our nervous system.
And I think that it's actually a lot of it's going to be free advice. Go outside and get sunlight.
Yes.
Get off your phone. Put your feet in the ground.
10 minutes. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night.
Minerals and water, supplement. I noticed...
Simplifying.
I noticed that my hair postpartum has gotten 20 times thicker than it was before. And yes, I'm supplementing, but I'm also eating a lot of meat. That's
iron.
Controversial.
Well, iron is really important for hair growth.
I'm eating a lot of grass-fed meat, like every single day. And my hair, my eyebrows is just, it's so much thicker.
Yeah.
So I think it's exactly what you said. It's going back to the basics and simplifying everything.
That makes me excited because I also started JS Health as a way to simplify the health industry. I felt very confused and very overwhelmed. And as Michael said, we're still confused and overwhelmed. How can we possibly be when we have come so far with the health industry? And, I created the vitamins even to simplify the vitamin space. I think simplifying is the next best thing we can do for our health. Exactly what you just said. You've nailed it on the head. It's like, when I talk about morning and nighttime routine, I'm talking 10, 15 minutes it can be. And switching your phone off and not scrolling, these are things that are actually meant to be easy to do. Going downstairs and having a calm, peaceful 10 minutes of making your lemon water and making your coffee and, taking 10 deep belly breaths. That is, when you say to someone, I used to say to my clients, take 10 deep belly breaths morning and night. Do you know how hard that is for people to do? And that's the best way because we have our vagus nerve. The best way to calm down your nervous system immediately is by activating your vagus nerve, which is through deep belly breathing. So just 10 morning and night is all you need to do to calm down your cortisol.